the British government that we in the curry industry do matters. We contribute 4.2 billion, our annual turnover. We can contribute significant amount of money to the treasury. Our industry is struggling with a staff shortage, and I hope the business community also support us with our struggle to take our industry forward, and also government listen, and hopefully the minister here would reflect on that. And I know Jim has just recently returned from Bangladesh, and he will say a few words about his experience in Bangladesh. This was one of his many trips to Bangladesh. I want to say British Fusion Food Festival. Next year, you probably know the 2009 going to be the year for 200 years of curry business in Britain. In 1809, Sheikh Din Muhammad started his first restaurants from Portsman Square of central London. And that would be the 200 years next year. So we will mark that events with a lot of celebratory events. And people should share this success story. It's not an easy thing. It's two countries event. The suppliers and supporters of industry. We are very grateful for the support from Ittihad Airways, Elwoods, Bangla Beer, Icon College, Aerolux Travels, Nandan Group, Radio.
Ticket holder at West Ham United for the past 20 years, standing in front of a Chelsea banner is not the most comfortable place for me to be. Pasha, Robert Evans, ladies and gentlemen, Salam Alaikum. I'm Jim Fitzpatrick. Ami Aisku Afnara Hoklan Maskano, Aitam Faria Boro Kushioisi. Ami Goto Egaro Boso Doria, Poplara Kani Towner, Member of Parliament. Ami Asahore Afnara Balasoin. Go through to Yoli, Mafhoria Diba Afnara Bustafara, Ami Saleti Hikram. Banglanai, Saleti, Tura Tura. Kobe Ama Saleti, Agor Tony, Mara Oisi. Ami Gorba Loya, Ehota Hoitam Farize, Labour Party, Ar Banguri Shumazasham Porco, Boro Gorbia, Ar Ita Bohut Lambardino, Bondu Tosham Porco. Amastri, Dr. Shilare, Aramarize, Afnawar Dawa Desoin, Italagi, Onek, Lunabag. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't sleep as much Sylheti as I do, and I can assure you I speak a little Sylheti, that was just me explaining that I don't speak very much Sylheti, and saying thank you for the invitation to be here, and that we are very strong friends of Bangladesh and the Labour Party, and to support this event and to support our chefs going to Dhaka is a privilege and an honour, and I wish them every success when they get there. As was said previously, I've recently been in Bangladesh at Christmas projects that were being sponsored by Canary Wharf Group and the companies here on the wharf, which was very reassuring, and we stayed at the Sheraton. It's a wonderful hotel, and I can assure those who haven't been there yet, you'll be very well looked after. It's a very comfortable establishment, and we look forward to going back again in due course. Last month, after Parliament rose, Sheila and I went to Bangladesh on a voluntary service overseas 2-week work placement, and we worked with Population Services and Training Centre for 2 weeks, looking at projects, delivering health, education, safe water, sanitation, and HIV/AIDS and family planning initiatives, which was challenging, emotional, hard-working and inspiring. I have to say, I'm sorry we stayed at the Shonagon that time, but they are two extremely good establishments, and we were very pleased to be able to make that contribution to friends in Dhaka and indeed in Bangladesh. As I said in my Sylheti, with my classic Cockney accent, well, maybe a little bit of a Scots twinge. Can I say my apologies, our apologies. Sorry, I didn't see Councillor Abbas, one of our senior councillors from Tower Hamlets, who's been able to join us. And I know that Conservative Friends of Bangladesh are in the audience as well. Labour ministers giving Conservative Party plugs doesn't happen that often, mate, so maybe make the most of that one. But the Bangladeshi community is very important in Tower Hamlets. I have many friends within the community. I'm delighted to be here with Robert as our MEP, one of our MEPs in London to support this event. I hope the rest of the evening goes well. I was just concluding by saying my apologies, but I've got a meeting on the Isle of Dogs in 20 minutes, so I'm having to depart immediately, but I hope the rest of the evening is as enjoyable as it has been meeting you earlier on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim Fitzpatrick. Now, we would like to invite one of our distinguished guests from the community, business community, from British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce, the chairman of the organizations, Mr. Shagir Bokht Farooq, to say a few words.
Excellency, Mr. Robert Evans, ladies and gentlemen, I did not expect to speak here tonight. Anyway, I'm delighted to be here, and I think I did attend a few of their launching events in the past as well, and every time I did attend, I enjoyed it, and I liked the slogan of this launching, that from farm, field and ocean. And I think I could, if I may, put it like this, that from farm and field to the fork, that the food should be safe. And it is the safe food that you are going to cook and show it by your experienced and expert chefs here. And most of the chefs are known to me personally. And I wish you a very good time in Bangladesh and every success in Bangladesh. So thank you once again. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
Of Bangladesh Catering Associations, Mr. Pasha Khandekar, to say a few words. He's been a great supporter of British Fusion Food Festival. Every time our chefs turn up at Dhaka, they get bouquets from Pasha and his organizations. I'm pleased to have Pasha Khandekar. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Good afternoon and happy Ramzan to everybody. First of all, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me this opportunity to stand in front of you. May Allah bless all of us. First of all, on behalf of Bangladesh Catering Associations, as the Secretary General, I'd like to thank Curry Life to invite me to the British Fusion Food Festival. I'm honored to have the generous invitation from you. Thank you. On behalf of BCA, I'd like to congratulate Curry Life for their huge contribution to the world of curry. The magazine itself doing very hard work and constant effort. And as a result, we are promoting our industry, who are exporting the current concept of food, of curry, in a modern world. And I'm sure about this moment. And I always think, because last summit of my organization planned, I wish both of them, and especially all those white chefs sitting there, BCA's full support all the time, anyway.
I would like to invite one of the friends whose name being mentioned earlier. He's a local councillor of Tower Hamlet, to invite Councillor Abbas to say a few words.
I wasn't prepared to make a speech. I came from my side, and like many of you, I don't want to get in between you and the speech. But can I first of all congratulate Harry Life for holding this event in Tower Hamlets. I think it's very important that events such as this actually held in the heart of the Bangladeshi community, but not only within the heart of the Bangladeshi community, but within the heart of the business centre, and this is Canary Wharf. I think it is very important. I'm not going to lecture and tell anyone about Carries. I think it would be a great insult to many of my elder brothers and profiles of the Carry. It is no longer served on